how's it going, guys? So this is the official first test of microphone that I've fit onto my Drift Stealth 2 camera. So if anybody's had any dealings with that camera previously, you'll know the onboard microphone that came with it was dire, absolutely terrible. It had no protection from the wind, and to be honest, once you got anything over 5-10 miles an hour, the wind noise just made the camera absolutely unusable. So I did a little bit of research online, and I found a few guys actually that had done the same thing. It basically involves pulling the camera apart, ripping out the standard built-in mic, and then soldering in a 3.5mm jack, so you can then sort of hide an external microphone inside the lining of your crash helmet somewhere. So that's what I've gone ahead and done anyway. I think it all worked out pretty well. I did some small tests of it initially, and it all seemed to be working pretty well. I had to mess around with the sensitivity through the settings of the camera, and I've actually got it set on the lower setting now, and it seems to be just fine. You'll notice there is still quite a bit of wind noise. I mean, we're travelling now at 50 miles an hour, but the wind noise isn't actually coming through the mic, it's the wind noise I can hear as well in the helmet. So I'm not really too sure how you can get about avoiding that, to be honest, but I'd welcome any suggestions you might have. So yeah, we're currently riding towards Bowness on Windermere, which is in the Lake District in the UK. I'm actually on my way home from just finishing work. Beautiful day. It's actually, today will be the hottest day of the year so far, which is, it's a little bit bittersweet for me, because you know, it's a lovely day, you want to get out and ride, but the catch being it's a lovely day, everybody's out to slow you down and hold you up, especially sort of buses and coaches. If you've ever been to the Lake District, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can't go anywhere without being stuck behind a coach or a bus full of tourists. So for me, the end game really is I'd like to get a little bit more involved with motovlogging. I've seen a few people doing similar stuff online, and it looks quite fun, if I'm honest with you. It's a chance to sort of share your thoughts and engage with people a little bit. So I must say, it's you feel like a little bit of a tit, especially like now when you're coming into a town and you're clearly on the bike on your own, talking to yourself. Get some peculiar looks from people, but I mean, I guess that's all part of the fun of it. Some interesting pants. So now it's that point that everybody seems to forget how to use a roundabout. There's Windermere right in front of us. Looking lovely on a day like today. It's actually a little bit quieter than what I thought it was going to be here. Bowness is always, oh, friendly biker, hello mate. Yeah, a little bit quieter than I thought it would have been today. Normally Bowness is a bit of a hot spot for tourists, but it's a little bit ironic, to be honest, because there's nothing here. Just bars and restaurants, but I guess it's the most famous of the lakes, particularly in the area, so everybody flocks here. Now, this is the problem that I face every single day on my commute to and from work. stuck behind a car at 30 to 40 miles an hour on a national speed limit road. Granted, there's points of this road you probably wouldn't want to go that quick, but I'm sure some people just get a thrill out of holding you up. The problem is there's a few passing points, 1 or 2 passing points if you're in the car. On the bike there's a few more passing points, but I mean even so it's not the most easy road to overtake on. We've just finished some resurfacing work on this road as well, so there's potholes and you name it all over. Again, oh look, we've got some temporary traffic lights coming up as well. Alright, that's it, on green, get yourself through there, we don't want to be hanging about. Alright, no worries.